I'm Shakora.
And I'm Ebony.
And welcome to the Unapologetically Us podcast, where we talk about life, mental health, fitness, finances, and everything in between. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We're back. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna have a different dance every time.
Yep, a different dance, a different song, a different something every time we do this episode.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What that song?
This type of song.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's coming new every time. Be ready for it. It's happening.
Yes, we're here. We're back.
We're back.
If you're new here, welcome. As Shakora just sung y'all welcome song.
Yes.
Welcome to our podcast. And so let's get into today's episode, child. Listen, what's been up with you?
Girl, I actually been living my best life.
Come on. I like living this kind of life.
But I did I tell them last time?
I don't think you did.
Okay,
we alluded to some things, but we didn't tell those things. We have some announcements.
So life update real quick.
Come on, update the people.
Update the people. I have walked into embracing full-time in my private practice. Period. So, of course, as y'all know, I am a therapist, a mental health counselor, and I have a private...
Put some respect on your name. She's a licensed professional counselor.
That's okay. I am. So, I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I have a private practice called Renew Life Counseling and Consulting. And Renew Life is a year old, but I've been doing... part-time, kind of just working here and there because I had a full-time job, but I have now stepped out of the full-time role of working for someone else and decided to work for myself. And so it's been a week. This week I have been enjoying that. You know, I make sure that I have...
It's only been a week.
It's been like a full week of me just seeing clients.
Full week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, not a week since I left it. But it's been a week and a half from over there. But, yeah, so I had this full week of being able to just see clients. And when I tell you the clients, they coming. Like, oh my goodness. It's, I talked a little bit last time about having to be pushed again, of course. Knowing that it was something that I should have been did. Felt it. But, of course, being comfortable, imposter syndrome, sitting in and things like that, and not going. And he said, okay, daughter, I guess I got to push you again. And so I did, and I love it. I have the time to go to the gym and not have to rush through my workouts because somebody expects me to be at their place. I can go shopping if I need to. I can have lunch with my husband if I want to. I'm a stop her right quick. So if you know us common people who have to still work their 9 to 5. I am I used to be off on Fridays. Now I work from home for 4 hours on Fridays. But you get what you can get. So me and Shakora on the phone last Friday, which I was like, you sure it's only been a week? She was like, yeah, girl, I'm just leaving the gym, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, she headed home or whatever. And I hear her in the stove talking about I hear her say, I can get this from Walmart. So that let me know, A, she not at Walmart. And B, she's out shopping. So I said, and she just going on talking. I said, wait, friend. Let me find out you about to be one of these women, these stay-at-home mom type of women who out here at the store shopping in your workout clothes in the middle of the day. All you need at this point is your Starbucks. I ain't make it to Starbucks, but I was on the way.
I said, goals, baby.
And I didn't even think about it. She was like, let me find out you out doing shopping in your workout clothes. You just living your best life. I'm like,
let me go to Starbucks then. But I went to Smoothie King instead.
Did.
But, you know, one and the same. But yeah, I have been enjoying the full-time ordeal. I think you said last week it feels very different when you got to get up and you're doing the work and you know the work is for you and your business, bettering your life, bettering your family's life. And it does. It feels very, very, very different. And should have done it sooner. Should have done it sooner. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to, child. Girl, I'm loving it. So, what you been up to?
Well, I just want to congratulate you openly and publicly for going ahead and stepping out on faith and doing your business.
Yes.
Full time.
Full time.
Loving it.
And loving it.
And the fact that the clients is coming.
Oh,
they are coming.
Yes.
And eventually you're gonna be at that point. You're gonna come like, Frank, I can't take nobody else.
No more people. Yeah.
You don't know nobody. Mm-hmm. I gotta find somebody to get these people too. So
yeah,
that's what's.
Oh, and shout out just to the people who know me, who's sending people my way. I'm always getting calls, saying that. So and so sent me, Dr. Barnes sent me, Dr. Ricard sent me, and I'm like, shout out to y'all. So thank y'all. I appreciate everybody, and I didn't call everybody's name, but thank y'all because I know that y'all are sending those referrals, and they're coming just off the strength of you sending the referrals. So
yep,
yeah,
word of mouth. We talked
word
about
of mouth.
Yes. Word of mouth.
Yes.
Child, listen, for me, Shakora alluded to it in our last record session. When we did the episode with her husband, she was like, "And you gonna have something to talk about?" So those people that know me know that I think I said it on here that I bartend on the side. Bartending is something I've always kind of was something that I was attracted to. I wanted to do. Didn't know how to do it or if I wanted to get into it. And so I ended up bartending. Well, I still do it now part-time, but I always knew my goal was to do my own thing and to do mobile bartending. And I found out mobile bartending was a thing. I was like, oh, because like the thing with bartending was I don't like clubs. So I'm like, I gotta go in clubs. But then when I saw, you can just go to parties and weddings and whatever and do bartending, I was like, bet, I can do that. So I had my first bartending event under my bartending business, Smooth Mix Her, mobile bartending. And it was fun. I was scared. I was nervous. The day that we recorded for this episode, it was that day. I was already tired. I had worked the night before. I had an early morning. I had to rush and get there or whatever. And imposter syndrome set in real quick. I was like, I don't think I can do it. What if these people don't like my drink? What if they don't like what I mixed? It was a friend of mine who allowed me to do it. She's like, you can sell liquor. I was like, yeah, girl, I can do this. Or whatever. So I asked her for a signature drink. She asked for a margarita. I made it. I've made margaritas plenty of times. But for some reason, I was nervous about this particular margarita. Like, what if they don't like it? What if they don't like it? Went there, whatever. Nervous. Had to go buy a table real quick. So I was like, dang it. But it ended up being a really good event, and I got a lot of good feedback. I got a lot. I was talking to my sister earlier, and she was like, "Yeah, it's people that's like, your sister was good. Like, how long has she been doing this? Because like, them drinks was good, or whatever." And people who have reached out to my sister and was like, "Yeah, I know when I'm ready for a party, I'm calling your sister. Like, it was really good. Like, that's good. What's her information? Because she really did good." And I saw then like, bartending, you mixing drinks, but it's also the camaraderie, and I like that too. Of the hey, what you want, and for me, it was the people who didn't know what they wanted, but they knew that I want something sweet but not too strong, and I'm going and I'll mix it, and then they drink it, and then their face is like, oh, this is good, and I'm like, oh, okay. Cause still, I'm still like,
Yeah.
well, if you don't like it, I
Mhm.
don't know what your taste is. Like, I can mix her drink and I know what she like. I
Right.
can mix my sister drink and know what she like.
Right.
But mixing a stranger,
Mhm.
something you don't know or whatever what they like,
Mhm.
and to see their face, it's like, oh yeah, this was good.
Mhm.
And then to see people who, like, I know how to mix. Like, when you're mixing batch things,
Yeah.
you don't want to make them too strong or make them taste too strong because you don't want the people to not drink it.
Absolutely.
But you don't want to make it too weak for those that do like to drink.
Mhm.
So watching people that drunk the margarita and was like, oh, it ain't, you know, and I'm knowing what's in there, like I know what I made,
You know,
and
you
then
get
watching
it.
their eyes get low as the night go on because the margaritas on their butt. So, but yeah, that was really good. I was really I drove the little 20-minute ride home, just kept thanking God, like it was I did good in tips. Everything just, and to say it was a smaller party, like 30 people, but to still come home with a good amount of tips is really good.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very happy about that, you know.
Good. That's good.
That's what's been over me. So, you know, we got like, we say we doing the things, we is doing the things.
We doing it.
We doing the things.
We are.
And we make it look easy, but it ain't easy. But we out here doing the things.
Oh, no, it is not easy. Far from easy.
But we doing it. So,
And I'm tired.
Listen.
But, hey, somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do the things.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, let's get into today's topic.
Let's get into it.
So, you know, there has been, let's pause real quick. We got some new wine. Well,
and it's good. I didn't want to stop you. But
you tasted it
I
already?
did. It
Okay.
is good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Stella Rosa.
I could drink that every day.
Stella Rosa, for the people who be trying to play Stella Rosa or whatever, has a honey peach. Golden honey peach or whatever. What made me pick it up was I saw that Stella Rosa do brandy. A mess. You a hot mess, bro. Stella Rosa has a brandy where they have like a honey peach and stuff like that. So when I saw that, let me just see how the honey peach go, and I can if I want to hit the brandy up, I can see, you know.
Oh yeah, we definitely
gotta hit the brandy up
for sure.
But anyway, into today's topic, there has been like a common thing, you know, it comes and goes, but every now and then you run across, you know, celebrities and things that they wear, and the conversation that comes beyond it. So I was telling Shakur when we was thinking about what to talk about what is what's the big deal with society and and you know, some Christians. What's the issue with women's appearance, and why is what a woman choose to wear, why is it such a big deal? For me, this is just how I feel. Being a thicker woman, have always been thick, as a teenager thick, as a child thick, and being told that you can't wear certain things, you can't wear certain skirts, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you can't. I think at one time we couldn't even wear hoops. And if we sung in the choir, we couldn't wear hoops. I never understood the whole thing with that, the whole thing behind red lipstick. It was a whole thing. But then you would see like the smaller, more petite women, because when we were growing up, pencil skirts was a thing. And I remember, I wanted to wear a pencil skirt, but couldn't wear one because being that I had thighs in the butt, it was like always too tight. And then I was choir director, so I couldn't be directed in the choir with my back turned to the audience in a pencil skirt, even though we wore button downs and polos. And so it was always something for me that was just like, what difference do it make? You know, like, I get the whole, you know, setting yourself up for pedophiles, but at the same time, what I wear shouldn't matter, especially when it comes to church. But and I get the whole being tasteful about it. Like I wasn't trying to be 15, 16 years old with a pencil skirt and a crop top, you know, going not only to church but just anywhere or whatever. So I just never understood. And then if you said that you were a Christian and you were seen wearing something that people, and not just in the church, outside the church, a random Walmart run, if you wore something that wasn't deemed what a Christian woman should be wearing, it was an issue.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what like, why is it a thing?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could relate with that and hadn't really thought too much about it because, you know, if that's how you were raised or you didn't really question it. But now since society is showing all these, you know, celebrity figures and they're saying, oh, you know, this isn't appropriate or she doesn't deserve to be with him because she's dressed like that. What type of man wants a woman dressed like this? And I'm like, why? First of all, why do you care?
And then you got men saying, you know, I would never let my woman wear something like that.
Why is that your business? You know, but the thing is, for me, growing up, like, yeah, it was we gotta wear studs to church, and you have to make sure that your hand, when you put your hand to your side, your skirt is longer than the tip of your fingertip. If it's not, it's too short for church. Yes. And, you know, don't wear your arms out in church. And, you know, and I still find myself now, just as an adult, even with my daughter, you know, there's dresses, you know, times are very different. So a church dress without arms without your arms in was not an appropriate dress. Now you have all types of dresses made like that and they're wearing them in church. Like even sitting in church, as the person sitting in church, I'm looking around like, who got their arms out? Anybody? You know, because that's just how I was raised, making sure that my daughter has her little cardigan or something over her arms and dresses long enough so that she can make sure that her legs are closed and things like that. It's always been an ordeal, and I guess we didn't realize so much with celebrities until people are starting to marry these ideal men. This is my Boaz, and he can do no wrong, so I shouldn't, or I can't be sexy or cute because it's gonna make my husband or whatever look bad.
Or you can't be sexy, period. It's kind of like so I mean it's an old discussion, but with what Sierra wore to their party, and people were saying like, oh, she's married to Russell Wilson, and they were just in church, like they would show pictures of them like in church worshiping, and then, oh, this is how you come outside. And it's like, well, for one, it was a theme party, but for two, who cares? Like, that's not your wife, that's not your girlfriend, it's not your daughter, whatever. And the only person who should have anything to say about what she wore was standing right there next to her. So if he was cool with it, what difference do it make for us? But then it takes me to this thing of like, we all say at the end of the day, the only thing that we're gonna be held responsible for when it comes to going before God, if you're a Christian, you believe that you go before God. What Sierra wore ain't gonna have nothing to do with me
at all.
What Beyonce wear ain't got nothing to do with me
at all.
What Megan Thee Stallion wear ain't got nothing to do with me at and all. Whether or not God gonna let me in heaven.
Absolutely.
So why am I worried about what Megan Thee Stallion choose to wear? But then it's a contradiction, because I've had a older woman from a church tell me, when I was smaller and I had the fine shape, was like, girl, you got it. You flaunt it while you got it. But in the same breath, if my skirt was too tight, you was giving me a lap start. If my, and I get, church is one thing and outside is another thing. I wouldn't, just off of, like you said, how I was brought up, I'm not gonna come in there with no mini skirt or no short bodycon dress. But if my bodycon dress is long, like you say, if I got the body and it's a long to my ankle dress that's fitted, what's wrong with that?
Right.
And then it's like, oh well, it's a distraction to who, you know, or
because we shouldn't be focused on me.
exactly. We should be. If we saying we all on one accord thinking about God, what difference do it make?
Yeah.
But then if you take it outside of church, if I choose to wear skinny jeans and a tank top and tuck my tank top in or whatever, my figure just so happen to show, what's so wrong with that?
Yeah.
It's like if you choose to be modest, then that's you.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who's like, oh, I love my body, or this is how I choose to dress, and I'm still tasteful with it, or I'm dressing how I feel,
right,
or want to express myself, then what difference do it make you?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's hard, you know. I think Des ended up saying to me one time, we were getting ready for church, and I was like, babe, you think my dress too short, you know, for church? And he was like, no, it looks fine. And I'm like, okay. But me personally still feeling like, I'm gonna take it off. I think it's a little too short. And he was like, you know, I love that about you, that you care that much about what or your appearance on how you go out of church or go to church. And I'm like, well, I do. And even outside of church, I still do. Mm-hmm. You know, we had to talk before several times about even me, you know, putting on crop tops and just short shorts or just different things like that. But that's because of how I was raised. So if we take it back to, you know, Sierra and the party that she went to, I can't say that if I would have went to a party of that stature that I wouldn't have wore. Matter of fact, there was somebody there with the same exact thing close to it that she had on. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Mm-hmm. Like, if we go to Miami, we wearing a 2-piece with no bottoms and running on the beach. So what's different? Mm-hmm. You know, nothing. We can do that. We can go to church and be this Christian woman in church, but then we can also go to Miami and lay on the beach with a bikini on.
But then you have some people that feel like, oh, you shouldn't be at a beach or a pool or whatever with a bikini on. Like cause think about it. When you go on, we went on church trips to water parks, and we had the bathing suit on, but we had a t-shirt or a tank or a shirt and bottoms on. So it wasn't like you were out there with your bathing suit on. So it's like, if you're gonna be this woman, then you have to present yourself like this.
Yeah.
And then, because like if you present yourself as you're modest, if you present yourself as covered up and I'm keeping this and I'm doing all this or whatever, then because people put the pressures on marriage and stuff like that on women, then it's easy to be like, well, if this is the case, then I can get the Russell, I can get the Devon Franklin, I can get the Keon Henderson, I can pass the Keon, I can get those type of men because I'm dressing like this. But then feel away or is looked upon differently if Russell go get the Sierra, who got he liked the way I ride it. Devon Franklin go get the Megan Good, who is a sex symbol and have sex scenes and wear these, and you know, have wore risque clothing, and he married her. Go get the Keon Hendersons, go get the Shawnees, who was on Basketball Wives and throwing, you know, drinking wine and throwing wine and crap like that. And it's like, well, dang, you know. So there's a tug of war of like, is modesty the way, or is it however you feel? Yeah. For me, I feel like if it's however you feel. Yeah. I say on this podcast, when I give my waist where I want it, you're not gonna be able to tell me nothing, because there are things that I choose not to wear, not because I'm what y'all gonna say is, I don't like how it looked this year. Yeah. Once I get to where, like I tell her with the crop tops, girl, if I had your waist crop, what I would be in that crop top like it ain't nothing. Yeah. Because I'm not dressing to impress nobody but it's to feel good about me. Absolutely. When I stand, take my long hot shower and I'm waxed and smelling good and I put my makeup on and I get my hair done and I'm putting my clothes on, I'm stepping out for me. I'm not stepping out for nobody
Absolutely,
else.
absolutely. I feel that's
And I can
exactly
still
how I
love
feel.
God in my heart.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how I feel. Like, you know, I feel, and I've always felt like that. Like, the way or the person that I am will always have to just be the person that I am, and I can't change that for anyone. I can't change that for a ring. I can't change that for a husband. Now, granted, with growth and wisdom, you know, with time, you get all of those things. But to say, oh, I can't wear this. Now, granted, I don't think that my husband will be like, oh no, babe, you can't wear that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he ain't doing that. But again, I wear what I wear because I want to.
Exactly.
I don't wear anything because, oh, so and so gonna see me, or I need this person to see me, or my husband. No, it's for me. It's for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be me and God that I gotta discuss if I'm gonna make it through them gates, right? He ain't gonna be like, oh well, this person had on, and no, what was for me, only me. We only talking about and working on things that I've done.
Yeah.
And so I'm not a big fan of it, and it's aggravating to see it. It's aggravating to see comments in the comments of the different celebrities, especially with the recent thing with Sierra. Everybody just saying the worst.
Yeah, like
things.
She can't love God, but then it's the same. I would listen to a podcast, not to cut you off, but it just goes with the conversation, where they were talking about this, and the comments said the same people who talking about Sierra are the same people who clown Derrick Jackson's wife and what she chose to wear, and that's why he cheated. So which one is it gonna be?
Like what pick a stroke. So if we gonna be modest and we gotta cover it up, and we gotta cover our hairs up, and we gotta just look with glasses, we gotta just
Not
look
wear
dorky,
makeup.
no makeup or whatever the case may be. And
dorky.
I know, I realize I said dorky, but I mean, she didn't really dorky. Anywho, we have to have this particular look that isn't of the liking of society, right? And then, oh, this is why you got cheated on. This is that, and but then when I dress it up a little bit, I look a little, what they would
Have
say,
a little deeper
sexy,
V,
a little deeper V, and a little shorter skirt. Now you don't deserve a man, and God won't love you. What is it?
Or what kind of man? She couldn't be my wife coming out there with nothing like that. She couldn't be my wife, or she couldn't be.
It's
And the thing about it, she not.
Exactly. Now
She's
that's
not.
the thing. Now that's the thing. All the comments pertaining to Sierra and all of that, and even Megan Good and all of them.
They not.
Oh, cause she could be mine. Well, she not. That's what you in these comments.
Yeah.
She ain't for you.
Meg Thee Stallion, she not for you.
Exactly.
Shakora Knighton, she not for you. Ebony Green, I'm not for you. As long as the man that sits beside me don't care, or the man that sits beside whoever woman don't care, what do you care?
And as long as I feel comfortable, why do you care?
Exactly.
If I can do it, then that's me and my relationship with whoever, whether it be my husband, whether it be God, whoever. But if that's the decision that I decided to, like, we don't know what Sierra could have been the most uncomfortable that night wearing what she was wearing, but y'all gonna go off of this picture. You don't know nothing about. She may have didn't even want to take the picture, got caught into the picture, was trying to head out before,
because that was on theme.
and then y'all don't know what was going on. I'll just be like, I could just strangle. That's why I don't read comments, because comments make me so mad. And I just be like, the audacity.
It's like they love to body shame women. That's why it's so much pressure on women anyway, as far as like snapping back after having a baby, making sure you don't gain no weight, making sure you don't lose too much weight, because you will never be. I mean, it's always gonna be something said.
Yeah.
About whatever. Like, I saw where people were saying that they think the BBL body is going out of style because people are either going back and undoing the surgery or removing things or whatever like that. And I mean, that's cool, but for me, a curvy shape has always been my goal. Even before Kim Kardashian made it popular, that was always my thing.
Yeah.
I grew up in a family with thick hipped women, so I look and say, oh yeah, I love to be a thick hip. I want to be small waist, thick hips.
Right.
I always wanted to be that,
Yeah.
and was that the prime was the well, I'm still in my prime, but the body was the body.
The body was bodying.
But but even with that, it's just like, even then, like I said, when I get my stomach how I want, you can't tell me what to do, or you can't tell me how I can dress.
Right.
I mean that.
Absolutely.
Because even now, I told Alana a little bit with some stuff, that I'd be like, you know what, let me get comfortable in this or whatever. I put a crop top on.
Yeah.
I do an off the shoulder shirt or one shoulder shirt on the tattoo on the side. I do that. But I do that for me.
Absolutely. And you got to. You absolutely have to. And so I really hope that, of course, and I know, this wouldn't be the first time that Sierra had some foolery going on with her, so I'm sure she knows how to handle those things. But what about the people who cannot?
Yep.
What about the person who posted a video or a picture and just thought that they were cute, and then the internet blew it up, it went viral, and then you got to deal with all these shameful comments and things like that, and it's like,
and people picking you apart and don't even know you. People picking you and saying, oh, she gotta be a hoe because she wore these. Oh, what?
It's horrible.
Or she man, that's why she ain't got no man, but her man cheating on her, because she all covered up all the time. You never just see anything.
She looked like an old woman.
Like an old woman. So what do you want?
Well, pick a struggle. Once again, pick a struggle. What is going to be ideal in society's eyes these days?
Nothing. That's why we say, for me, I feel like, do you. When it comes to dressing, do you. When it comes to your relationship, do you. When it comes to your marriage, do you. When it comes to parenting, do you.
Absolutely.
When it comes to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your career, whether you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to work a 9 to 5, do you.
Absolutely. You have to. Because it's not the standard of what society says is going to be ideal is BS. And it looks different on everybody.
Yep. And hypocrites exist.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Because you could want it. You could say, "Oh, I need my woman to do this," and then you get up. Then you cheating or going and approaching a woman that looks nothing like that. Because let's be real. If a woman come in there with come into the club with a button-down shirt on and some jeans, style nice or whatever, but no cleavage, no nothing. You ain't not looking her way. If you can't see that straight through them clothes, you not looking her way
at all.
You not. Now, if she but you can have a button down, but maybe you kind of let one little button not be button right there. And you dress up, and the jeans are tight, so you can see. Cause what I did used to hear. And I work at a plant was, if you got it, you got it.
Absolutely.
Hiding
no matter what you put on.
I'm hiding gonna make it hiding and show it more. Because if I can see what you got and you hiding it, then you really got it up under there. So, and that's another thing too. It's like you doing all that thinking that you covering up, you ain't covering nothing up, and that definitely changed my mind about. Now I have what I don't want to show. Petty lines is one of them.
Yeah, me too.
Certain undergarments is one of them.
Yeah.
But when that man told me we can see it regardless.
If you got
at this point,
what are we here for?
What am I covering this up for?
Right, absolutely.
Like unless I choose to. Like I said, if covering up and not showing whatever is your thing, then that's your thing. And again, do you, but don't shame the ones that choose not to. And same for the ones that's like who a little more risque, who take risks with what they wear, or who show her look skin or whatever. Again, do you. But don't shame the ones that choose not to.
Absolutely. And that's even for me, because like I said, I'll look around, like if I happen to wear a dress with my arms out or something, and I'm looking around saying like, oh, is this acceptable? Who trying to look at me and see if she got this dress on with no sleeves. So I'm looking around, okay, they got no sleeves. Okay, they got no sleeves. And then I have to check myself, like, why you worried? Even sometimes during like offering, I'm like, oh, that dress a little short. Ooh, and I'm like, that ain't me. that ain't for me to do. Maybe that was all. Because one other thing that he did say was what? Come as you are. And if the only thing that I have in my closet is to wear this bodycon dress that I wore to the nightclub 2 weekends ago, put it on and come on to church, because you still have an obligation with God. He don't care what you got on, So that's a whole nother thing. Like, don't, we have to check ourselves too, because I do, because of the mindset that we were raised in. This is what you're supposed to look like going to church. And I'm like, stop it. That ain't for you to do.
Yeah. The realest thing I ever heard was, let them come through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Our job is to get them through the door.
Get them through the door.
Let what they learn, their walk with God, let His conviction,
yes,
either pull the skirt down or whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let Him do. That's not your job to do that
at all.
But in like I said, not just in church, but just anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you choose to wear, to go out to eat,
mm-hmm.
to the store, family function, whatever you choose to wear is what you choose to wear.
And it does not define you. It doesn't say what your character is. If you have a professional job and you go and you outgrew or you can't fit your professional clothes anymore and you wear jeans, that doesn't define who you are or what type of worker you are or what type of boss you may be. Where society has made it where we're so focused on what you look like shows if you can do the job or if the work is going to be of quality or not. And we just got to get away from that. We got to get away from that because it's ridiculous. People already deal with so many other things, mental health, this imposter syndrome that everybody going through these days, just different things. And we don't need to have to hear what we're wearing determines if we're a good woman or what we wearing determines if we're a Christian or
worthy of being
if we worthy of being loved or a mother. Ooh, because what's she going to show her daughter or her son? We don't got time for that. Just stop it. Just stop it.
At the end of the day, do
you. Please do.
Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. If you agree, if you have a different stance, what is your stance? We love to hear it.
Love to.
From all aspects, from a man aspect and from a woman's point of view of what do you think as far as our discussion as far as women and their appearance. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, feel free to email us at unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. It's unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. And so what do you think of the wine? Let's time to wind it down.
It was good because I was trying to pull back. I was like, oh, this wine is good.
It is good.
I like this wine. I don't care what they say about Stella.
They say it's Kool-Aid. If y'all don't know, we like sweet wine.
We
anyway.
do.
Even though that port that we tried to dance, it did give me Taylor port vibes and it was strong.
It was.
Which is probably why last episode was what it was.
It's not even good.
Y'all
tell us what y'all thought
about that last episode.
Whew, it was
but
tough,
it was
but we
good.
made it through.
Listen, by the grace of God, we made it. But yeah, I'm a sweet wine girl,
yeah,
so I can't do the strong or the not so sweet type of wine.
Yeah, that wine that we had in Jamaica that they was giving us.
Yeah,
wasn't it? They was like, oh, free wine.
Cause it was a champagne.
Just, it wasn't good for nothing.
It wasn't, but you kind of I drank it because it was free.
Yeah.
But
can I get some orange juice, cranberry juice?
Oh yeah, we definitely made some mimosas out there. Give me some orange juice, cause you already know we finna do with this.
We'll be okay once we get that.
We finna make some straight mimosas. Speaking of mimosas, I miss brunch. I want to be a brunch.
I go to church.
You can go to church and brunch.
Brunches typically go over
at 3:00.
Yeah, well, sometimes I make it, but by the time I get there at 3, everybody be leaving.
The way y'all go do family dinner after church, so that's where you can't go.
Yeah, I know.
But me,
We gotta plan it 3 weeks ahead.
brunch me, and I'm gonna wear what I want to wear to brunch.
Period.
And it's sundress season. It's Among Us.
It's coming.
Clapper pants.
Summer
all
is-
the things.
Summer is coming, and I'm getting this body together. Oh,
By the time this episode drops, her squad challenge has already started. So I hope y'all who do watch it have followed her on social media to know to join this next squad challenge, and she's doing the things with this squad challenge.
yes, this squad challenge is going to be fun. It's gonna be fun.
And the flyer dope.
The flyer though. Oh,
The flyer dope. I said she looking real official
Ooh.
over here.
Girl, I tried.
Entrepreneurship got your girl out here doing all the flyers.
Baby, I tried on that flyer. I was like, look. And so I've been kind of throwing in that hint of lime green. So if y'all do follow me on social media, y'all notice that I'm throwing in with my workouts, my lime green. It's going to be like my little signature color. I got that from Dominique, actually, when we did the color conference thing we did with her. And I'm loving the lime green, the energy from it. I think it just remember she told us that colors give that energy, and it does. And so with my workout videos that I've been posting, I have a hint of lime green somewhere, whether it's my socks, it's my shirt, it's in my pants or shoes or whatever it will be. I'm throwing in that hint of lime green, keeping the energy good. But we are going to have a blast on this April squat challenge. There is accountability buy-in. And at the end, whoever makes it from day 1 to day 30, we will split the pot amongst us. Ooh, I'm excited.
I said, oh, she was in her God bag with that. He must have dropped that in her spirit.
And I will
what
kick
gonna
you
do.
out.
Oh, she will kick you out. Well, we already established
I'll
that.
kick you out. You don't do right.
That you would kick people out.
And so I have a new set of rules, but I'll tell y'all about that next time. Or follow me on social media. Y'all figure out those. But that new set of rules where you could, if you want to skip, it's gonna cost you though. It's gonna be fun.
Well, that concludes this week's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate us on all podcast platforms. New episodes dropping every Friday morning. We have been consistent with this 8:00 drop on every Friday.
Every Friday.
Even if you are not subscribed, which I don't know why you're not, but you need, hit that button for us. Thank you.
Please and thank you.
But we dropping every Friday new episodes. And until the next episode, bye y'all.